Well, welcome to this edition of Dot EDU. I'm Kellie Hunter, your host for today's program. Today we're going to be talking with some of the staff and faculty at the West Georgia Technical College here in the Douglasville area, the Douglas campus. Joining me today is Mona Williams and Anita Welch from the Phi Beta Lambda organization. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
It's good to have y'all today. Tell us a little bit about the Phi Lambda organization itself and some of the things that you reach out and do at the West Georgia Technical College branch.
Okay, we are a business career student organization. We house a lot of the business students that come and join us, not just business students, but we have criminal justice, culinary arts that come and join our club. We do a lot of different activities in the community. We go out for competition. We actually prepare our students for the real world, giving them some life experience on how to handle things.
All right. And then you also mentioned some service-oriented projects that you also do in the community. What are a few of those that you reach out and do?
One of our main organizations that we raise money for is the March of Dimes. We've done several fundraisers for those. One of them was the Little Black Dress event. We had a social dance, Valentine dance type of thing at our college, where we had a DJ and dancing and different competitions for that. And we also hosted a car show, which all benefited the March of Dimes as well.
And if I understand collectively, you sponsor the March of Dimes, but then also locally with your chapter here in Douglasville, you focus in on a few other organizations and support groups locally. What are some of those projects you've also been involved with?
We've also supported cervical cancer as well. We had a skate night at the Dazzle skating rink, and where we had our members come. It was also a good time for us to join each other and interact. We also did the Atlanta Dragon Boat Race, which benefited the Cancer Society as well.
All right. And that networking and the social aspect of that is just really important, is it not?
It is.
So student activity and student-based opportunities are really important in the college career, is it not?
It is, and we've tried to involve all students. When we put on an event, we invite the whole college, all 5 campuses, to come out and join us and have a good time. And it does a lot of team building. Like she said, we did the Atlanta Dragon Boat Race.
Right.
And that was fun in itself. You know, you had like 12 of us trying to row this big long boat. So it was very team building, and you learned to get along with everybody while you were trying to row this boat. So we do try to involve everybody in that. And one reason why we did the cervical cancer is we had a student, his girlfriend has cervical cancer, and he came to us, wanted to join, and wanted us to do a fundraiser for her. So we did.
That made it very personal.
Very personal.
For what you were reaching out and doing.
It did. It made us feel very good. And our students enjoy giving to others and helping.
Right. Well, Mona, when we were talking, you were also talking about the fact that for the West Georgia Technical College, something that's unique about the chapter is the fact that you have a chapter at each of the campuses. Give us a little bit of understanding on that.
Yes, ma'am. We have 4 chapters within one college. We have a chapter on Douglas. We've only been in this is our second year.
Second year?
Carrollton's been around the longest, and LaGrange, and then Coweta has only been in 1 year. So we have grown together. We have 92 students that have joined Phi Beta Lambda.
Very good.
So I want to say one of the largest student organizations, and we represent the college very well.
Very good. And I, as we were speaking too, the FBLA involvement, kind of almost a step pattern starting as early as middle school. So give us an idea of how that program works.
We try to work a lot with the high schools, getting them ready for their competitions as well. Going over dress codes, just getting them ready for Phi Beta Lambda. Letting them know that there is an organization that they are familiar with after high school, and that they can continue being a part of it.
Okay. And you mentioned a word there of competitions, and I was going to segue into that. You're going to be representing your chapter, local chapter here in competitions at a very outstanding level. Tell us about that.
Oh yes, I made it to nationals, and I will be going to San Antonio, Texas. I'm competing in project management.
All right.
She is one out of 19 students from our college that is going to nationals. They have to compete at the state level, which we held in the middle of April, and we're heading to nationals the end of June in San Antonio, Texas, and we got a good group going, and we're excited to be there for them.
So 19 student base
Yes.
competed at state level.
Actually, we had more compete at state level.
Okay.
I want to say probably there's 40 of us there.
Yeah.
And 19 of us get to go to.
Are moving on to the national
nationals.
level. That's quite an accomplishment.
It is. And it's for the first, second place winners in some competition areas, and some of it is first, second, and third get to go to nationals.
All right.
So, and they're all practicing, still practicing, trying to get ready and practicing their speeches and studying.
Give us a little bit of idea of what that competition looks like. You said for project management.
It's basically a question, answer 100 questions on project management, about the
Kind of the flow of how a project management in
right,
motion
of
would
how
actually.
to get a project going, working with different members on different levels to get the project done in a timely manner.
So it's all the way from
And going through the glitches and things like that.
from concept all the way through implementation.
Yes.
My, how long does that competition take?
We have an
Is it
hour to
okay.
take the test.
I didn't know if it was something that was broken out into segments and.
Well, you have it's different events. Some have performance where you have to do performance with it as well, but luckily mine's not. So.
And y'all are headed to San Antonio when?
June 22nd, and right before competitions they do have an Institute for Leaders. So all the students will be going through leadership training and different sessions and things like that to get them ready, prepared to be in officers' positions. And then for 3 days they have different types of competition, so they will be competing in different. So we're looking forward.
Well, that is great. Congratulations to you as well as the other 19 or 18, I guess, that will be joining you going. I know it says here that you're the local president of this chapter, but you are newly elected to a state officer position. Kind of tell us how that's going to go.
Well, we'll be a representation of the state of Georgia for Phi Beta Lambda. As Ms. Bona stated earlier, we will be traveling around different places, basically doing the same thing as local chapters do, but on a more broad perspective.
Very good. So you'll get your training and then have the office position assigned at that point in time at the competition
Correct.
level. That's great. That's exciting.
It is. We're
Very
very
good.
excited.
Very
We're
good
growing.
news. All right. Well, I have another note here about sharing your PBL story.
It was about 2 years ago. I was approached by the former president at that time, and she explained to me that PBL was an organization that raised money for the March of Dimes and that it would look good on my resume. But I quickly learned that, you know, Phi Beta Lambda was more than that. I learned a lot of team building skills, organization skills, and it was stuff that just helps me in my everyday life as well as my professional career as well.
So very good. So you started out with one slight motive or initiative in it, and it expanded and has really, look how it has grown you and how you've grown in the position.
Yes.
That's great.
She's our good success story. So she has started out, she was the treasurer. Then when we started our second year, I asked her to be the president. And right away she went on and found out all of these fundraisers and things for us to do. So
Sounds like project management is
It
definitely her forte.
it is.
Yes. We hope you do well in June at the competitions. And thank you, ladies, for sharing this with us. And if anyone in our viewing audience is looking to become a student at the West Georgia Technical College, they want to get in touch and become part of the Phi Beta Lambda program, how can they do that?
Oh, if they would like to get in touch with me at mona.williams@wgtc.edu, then I'll be glad to help them and direct them in the right position. Or they can go to our website at the college website and go into student activities and be able to find us.
All right. Sounds great.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations and best wishes on the future.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We'll be back with more Dot EDU just after this.
Hi, I'm Alaina Abney from West Georgia Technical College. I'm the Student Activities Coordinator. Some of our large events include Week of Welcome, Homecoming, and Spring Flings. I also work with our student organizations, which include governance, honorary, and academic, to work on the administrative side to complete their projects. For more information on student activities, please visit our website.
Welcome back to Dot EDU. Joining me now, as we're talking with the West Georgia Technical College staff, is Walter Dunson. And Walter, your position with the West Georgia Technical College?
I'm the athletic director there at West Georgia Tech.
Okay. And you handle a lot of the administrative side of the athletic programs. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I do. And then we have several sports there at West Georgia Tech: men and women basketball, volleyball, baseball, cheerleading. Actually, this year, as far as cheerleading is concerned, we're going to go to competitive cheer this year.
My, yes.
So we're excited about that. And and what I do, I try to manage all those sports. Try to give the coaches every opportunity that they need to be successful, and so that they can help the kids on and off the field of play.
Takes a lot to do the administrative side of that, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Tell us a little bit, how do your students get involved in the athletics?
Well, you know, one thing, our coaches do a great job of recruiting. We have kids currently in our programs from more than 7 states.
Wow.
And we also recruit from within Georgia. We have kids in our program from more than from within 23 counties within the state of Georgia. So our coaches do a great job of recruiting the kids that they want specifically. Outside of that, West Georgia Tech also allow kids or students that are just regular admitted students the opportunity to come and try out for our athletic teams.
All right.
And that information is always posted online as well.
Okay. So look in the athletic section or
on the website, yes.
To get a little bit more further detail on that. But typically you're saying then the sports and the athletic programs are open to your entire student base.
It's definitely open to our entire student base, especially those that pay athletic fee. I want to make sure I stress that.
Okay.
And that's where the athletic fee goes to support those programs, as well as some things that we do from an intramural standpoint as well.
All right. Well, tell us about some of the outstanding success stories of the Golden Knights.
Well, we know we've had, some success in our baseball program very early. Last year alone, our first year playing baseball at West Georgia Tech, our baseball team was ranked number 3 in the nation at the national clubs baseball level. This year we moved baseball to Division I junior college, which is the only technical college in the state of Georgia that's playing Division I scholarship baseball, and we're very excited to know that. And Cody Skinner was a kid that had an opportunity to go, that signed with West Georgia, the University of West Georgia, should I say, after the first year of playing baseball at West Georgia Tech. So we had a lot of success there. This past season, our men's basketball team had a great run. Those guys finished the season as the Region 17 champions in Georgia. Also went on to play national level play in Rockingham, North Carolina. We lost the game there, but it's a great showing. Team finished ranked number 14 in the country. Very good. Out of 98 schools. So we had a great success these past 2 years within those 2 men's sports alone. But all of our programs as a whole, they all are getting better. They all are improving. And some right now are performing at a much higher level than others, but the others will definitely get there.
Well, how long has the athletic program been part of the curriculum and the offering extracurricular for the students
this is the 5th year for West Georgia Technical College as a whole for us offering its sports. This is the 2nd year that we have gone national junior college athletics, which is
a new ranking or a new level.
It's a national level, absolutely. It gives us a little bit more credibility, and kids now can compete and have opportunity to play for national championships and things like that. Before West Georgia Tech and with our men and women basketball before, as well as our volleyball, we've only played somewhat at the club, but competitive intramural level for the most part.
Well, that's good. That keeps that competitive edge and gives them just a higher level of opportunity within the athletic division and programs.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tell me about the, you said the men's basketball team. You touched on that. They went to and had some success in the national area as well. Right.
Coach Nikki Okolovic and Reggie Nation are coaches there. They do a great job of preparing kids, both on and off the field. Here's a guy, Coach Okolovic, who's also a police officer in the Cobb County area. Okay. So he's a disciplinarian by nature, but he has a group of guys that do a good job of making sure that they're prepared, number one, make sure that they understand the game plan going in, and the execution side is obviously working for them. But they do a great job of getting our kids ready to go compete, and the game itself is a very fast-paced game. We are not the biggest team that you'll see. Our average height was like 6'3". When we played against the team from Maryland, Prince George, I believe it was, from Maryland. The average height of that team was like 6'6", 6'7". Oh, big guys. But when you're small like us, we use what we use what we have to our advantage, which is speed. We just we pushed the ball up and down the court, and they did a great job. And we ended up losing the game by 2 points. But again, it's our first year playing at that level, national junior college level, and the guys did a great job. We're very pleased with what Coach Nikki Okolovic and Reggie Nation produced for us.
And so, from the administrative side, when they do these travels and these national competitions and events, you're there with them.
Yeah,
absolutely. Sounds like you're on the sidelines cheering them on and working with the coaches for the game plans.
Absolutely. I haven't missed many games since I've been at West Georgia Tech, and and the thing about it, I tell people all the time, so you haven't been in the office in 3 days. Well, because the baseball leaves at 5 o'clock in the morning, basketball leaves at 7, and sometimes these programs overlap.
Right.
And I tried to make every game that we play.
Very good.
Every game. So.
Yeah. So you keep up with the statistics as well as the academics.
Oh, absolutely.
Of all of the students.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a big important question for everyone. Does West Georgia Technical College offer scholarships in their athletic programming?
We play with several sports. We play men and women basketball plays Division III National Junior College athletics. Division III athletics means no scholarship. Our softball team plays club softball currently. And we're going to be moving those guys under NJCAA, National Junior College Athletic Association, soon. Currently, our men baseball team is the only one right now that we offer scholarships for. And our men baseball team plays NJCAA, National Junior College Athletic Association, Division I men's baseball. So under the guidelines and bylaws of who can be offered scholarships, only Division I teams can be offered scholarships. So right now, only our men baseball program is the one that we're making scholarships available for.
Sounds like though, as the you've moved on from 5 years to the last 2 years, it sounds like you're moving more and more towards placing yourselves in the different divisions to make that opportunity available.
Absolutely, and the thing is, in measuring and evaluating, one of my responsibilities, I want to see how well we compete on different levels.
Sure.
And I saw how well baseball competed on that level, in which we competed 2 years ago, and it was, and also for logistical reasons as well. It made more sense for us to move our baseball program from club ball, where we're traveling to 2 or 3 different states, to Division I junior college athletics, where we can play teams in Georgia.
Right. Keep it more local.
Keep it more local, and it helps with my budget.
Yes,
from
definitely.
Fuel costs and things like that. So it made more sense for us to do that, and excuse me, and because we were able to do that, we were able to offer our kids scholarships. And like I said, Division III athletics, which our men and women basketball programs currently play under, again, measuring that and evaluating the success of that. And when the time comes, we'll definitely want to move those programs as well.
Definitely. Well, tell us about how the Golden Knights are involved in the community.
Here's my favorite part, because again, everybody wants to come and play, but not everybody knows that the community is the one that really supports you. And I really believe in making sure that we give back to our local community. All of our kids are required to complete 20 hours of community service work. And we really do keep up with it.
Stay on top of that as well?
Yeah, we do. We do. We try to stay on top of it. But this is something that's going to be new, that's going to be implemented this year for them. Last year, there was a lot of freedom was given to the individual coach and the individual team for them to make sure they get the community service work in, and they did for the most part. Right. But there was areas that we can improve. And this year, everybody's going to be required to maintain 20 hours of community service work, and they have a full calendar year to get that 20 hours in, but they definitely got it in.
Well, very good. Yeah. So if there's some projects that people have out there that might want to join up or need a helping hand with, definitely contact
Absolutely.
you.
And the thing is, don't limit those projects to just athletic related projects.
Exactly.
Community, community cleanups or anything like that, reading programs and things like that. Those are the type of things that I want these guys to be involved in, because the truth is they're more than just athletes.
Sure.
They're sons. They work. Somewhere as well. They do a lot of different things other than just play ball. So they can do more than that. So I want them to be associated with things beyond just athletics as well.
Being able to give back.
Absolutely.
As well. Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining us today, letting our audience know about the program, the athletics that are available at West Georgia Technical College.
Thank you for having us. We greatly appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us on Dot EDU.